wa barakatuh. I hope you're feeling well. You've done so many interviews before. You've walked onto so many stages. You had to walk out to the octagon. But how are you feeling right now? You know, you're a fighter, not a speaker. But today you walk out and you see this entire huge audience over here. Are you relaxed, nervous? What do you feel right now?
First of all, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi everyone. So, a lot of beautiful people today come, you know, a lot of kids, a lot of youth, you know. I'm very happy to be here, you know, this is my first time here in Illinois, Chicago. And, very beautiful city, very beautiful people, you know. I'm very happy to be with you guys.
Come on guys, give me a round of applause, guys.
Nervous? Are you excited?
No, of course I'm nervous. Yes, but I see. Relax. I'm happy to see you. Yes, of course, always nervous, you know, it's big responsibility, you know, in front of thousands of people to talk, you know, live. It's always big responsibility, you know. But still nervous, but, you know, I can handle it.
Khabib, what motivates you to keep coming in front of your fans and your community? You're retired, you're coaching. I know Islam's fighting next week, and then you and your camp right here, you have everyone over here that's sitting there with you. You left the camp, you came here to meet this audience. What motivates you to do this?
First of all, I don't left camp. You remember when we make this, like when I was thinking about Chicago, I told you, I'm waiting for UFC announce Islam fight. When they gonna announce? Right after he finishes last hard sparring session, I'm gonna fly to Chicago. You know, and he finished this Friday, we come here, and today is Saturday. I'm here in front of these beautiful people talking. And tomorrow we will go back to New York, and we're gonna do with Islam all fight week, inshallah.
This, you know, you've done a few interviews with us. You and Sheikh Abdullah backstage have a great relationship. You went Hajj together with Sheikh Abdullah, my brother. No one in the world can pick on him like you. Tell us about your relation. Why do you pick on this guy? And do you really like this guy here? Tell them the truth.
No,
My wife is here, by the way.
His wife is here.
you think I can go deep?
Yes.
He's a nice guy, you know, he's a nice guy, a little bit, you know, we give him nickname from Badr to Badruddin. He become from Abdullah to Badruddin, you know, a little bit. But he's a nice guy, I like him. And I hope his family like him too. I can imagine how hard it is to live here with him, because in a couple of days, he squeezed me always. I don't know how people live with him.
All right, I am so honored for Khabib being here with us. We've done like at least 10 interviews together, but the best time we have with Khabib is asking the questions he loves the most. People don't realize he is not just a champion, he's a Khabib, and he's also a lover of the Prophet's religion and teaching Islam. I want to ask Khabib, Chicago, you had fighters that came here before. You had a champ, PFL champ Usman. He's here. Can we get a round of applause for Usman, guys? He's here. Guys, give Usman a second. Usman.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Finish.
You guys excited to see Usman? Give him a round of applause, guys.
The first time I met Usman was in Chicago. And this is after he won the belt against Pitbull.
Yeah, this is what I want to say. In Chicago, he become world champion. You know, this is very special city for us, for our legacy.
I mean, at the end of that fight, you know, he's always messing around. 3 seconds left. What were you thinking?
I was very angry, honestly.
So give a round of applause, Rahman.
You know, Dagestan became famous because of you. A lot of people in the world started to learn about Dagestan. And Chicago also became very popular because of another GOAT. You're a GOAT of the world. One of the GOATs from Chicago is Michael Jordan. And come on guys. Did you ever watch Michael Jordan? Did you ever hear of Michael Jordan before? What do you know about Chicago and Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls?
Of course, I was like, I think 6 years old. Maybe when I was 6, I don't remember this, but when I was 8, I think 1996, maybe I'm wrong, but when they become couple times champion, right? 1996 or 7?
96.
Because I remember 1996, I beginning to watch football. I was 8 years old and I understand, like, you know, I can watch, like, but basketball, it was not very popular in my village. But sometimes, you know, because Michael Jordan was one of the famous human in earth, and of course I saw a lot of news about him, you know, and about Chicago Bulls. Yeah, it's like, of course, I was following this.
Guys, give a round of applause, guys. Michael Jordan.
So brothers and sisters, the way we're going to do the interview.
Sorry, brother. By the way, Dagestan basketball, I know how to play basketball too. I forget about this. Maybe we have some connection, Dagestan basketball and Chicago Bulls.
In Dagestan basketball, you or Michael Jordan?
In Dagestan basketball, it's nobody can come even close. It's not like, no. We don't do this like how to say, two-step. You have to do this crazy things.
What do you guys do?
But when we was playing with DC in California, and when we beginning play, he said, hey, stop, it's how to say, I don't know. I said, but what are you talking about? Let's play. There is no rules. But I don't know, it's maybe Chicago Bulls rules, they have different things, but in Dagestan basketball, there is no rules. You can wrestle, you can choke people, you can do whatever you want.
Oh my God, give a round of applause, guys. Come on.
Inshallah, the interview will be beautiful, inshallah. We're going to have 5 rounds, like a championship rounds, and each round will be a theme. So the first round is about Dagestan, the second round is about his parents, the third round is about him as a fighter, the fourth round is about him as a coach, and the fifth and final round is going to be about him as a Muslim. So inshallah, before each round, we're going to play a short video to introduce the theme of that round. I'll ask a few questions. So I'll ask my AV producers to play the video for round 1.
If you want your son high-level wrestling, send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget it.
You know what father told me yet? What did he tell you? I tell him, he tried to bite him, he said, bite him back.
Well, when you see a guy like Khabib Nurmagomedov just run through people in the UFC and you know where that guy's from, you gotta go, well, how many more of those guys are over there? You know? Yeah. The Dagestan crew, all those guys from Dagestan, that's a hard spot in the world, man. There's some pillars coming out of that spot.
I mean, they hungry.
Yeah.
They got a lot to fight for.
They got a lot to fight for, and a lot of those guys, I think they have this advantage in that they're very religious. So with their Islamic religion, they don't drink, they don't party, no girls, no nothing, just food and train and fight.
Habib, how's the video?
The same thing like in New York. You guys don't prepare well, you know. AI can make this for 20 seconds.
It's better.
Same thing.
It's better.
30 seconds.
It's 40 seconds.
Okay, it's a little bit better than last time.
You guys don't know what happened in New York. You saw the video, it's like, AI can make a better video than you guys. Guys, come on, guys. Give our producers a round of applause, guys. Come on. How did it feel growing up in Dagestan in the mountains? We saw the video. It's a very hilly mountainous area, I'm sure. Just to get a gallon of milk, you gotta walk up the mountain and down the mountain. It makes you strong. So how did Dagestan's climate, the mountains, how did that influence you guys being who you guys are as fighters from Dagestan?
This is all about this because we born and raised and grew up there and we're still living there, we still train there, you know. Everything is because of this region, mountains, clean food, good people, like good sparring partners, good coaches, everything become together, you know. And I think it's a best place for fighters to become champions. I think it's Dagestan because of everything what I mentioned, you know. It's and a lot of fighters coming. It's a lot of fighters, a lot of hungry young fighters, you know. And it will be very, very hard to stop this invasion.
Come on, guys. I got a question. How many champions in the MMA are from Dagestan right now? And what is the future looking like for the fighters from Dagestan?
We have to count. There is many. There is. It's not about champions. You know, like in other days they ask like about Ireland and Dagestan compare fighters. Like it's not even fair compare because in Ireland if they have 6, 7 high-level fighters, we have maybe 7. It's very, very high-level fighters around the world. They compete in all our other organizations. You know, it's all about so many fighters. So many fighters is in all other divisions, and it's about how popular this sport in your country. And in Dagestan, it's most popular sport right now, and almost all kids they train. They start training like since they 7, 8 years, and it's very, very popular.
Habib, you know, Islam said send someone 2, 3 years and forget. Can Sheikh Abdullah go 2, 3 years and forget?
At least 20 years.
Is there hope after 20 years or no hope?
It's too late. Stay away.
So if I go to Dagestan, I'm going to be lightweight.
The way how you like food? No. I don't think so.
Guys, give him a round of applause. Guys, it's wild.
We try to ask you about this because people don't know this about you, even Islam. I love Imam Shafi too, good guy. All these guys. You know, behind the scenes, they always see you, all 99% of your videos in the sea, fighting, sparring, grappling. But I'm sure in Dagestan there was also good education, good madrasa, good teachers. Can you shine some light on your family? You know, we know Dagestan produces fighters, but I see you behind the scenes, very educated, talking about very high-level things. You know, you KO women, see it all the time. So what is it like? You know, people over here, they want to become fighters, they want to go to the gym, and a lot of us sometimes compromise in our education growing up in this country. So where does education fall in terms of priority growing up in your country?
I think a lot of people underestimate Dagestan, like the way how you mentioned, like education, because in Umar time, Islam come to Dagestan. Like I think a lot of people, even this, there is so many scholars they don't even know about this. I think we have 40 graves, officially 40 graves, but there is so many graves who people don't know to, like Sahabis graves in Dagestan. And in Umar time, Islam come to Dagestan, and since that time, can you imagine, after Muhammad it was Abu Bakr 2 years after Umar time, Islam was in Dagestan. And so many Sahabis died there. And since that time, you know, and Dagestan is most religious part in Russia right now. And we give big attention for education, you know. And there is so many madrasas, there is so many sheikhs, there are so many good people. And for these kind of things, we are very lucky people because of our history. We have very, very big history. And you know, it's right now in online, it's very easy. All the world become very small. You can be in Dagestan, your teacher can be in US, and you can talk, you can educate yourself if you want. You know, and for these kind of things, Dagestan is in a very high level. I think people know, like here, I think most of the people may know Dagestan about from fighting side, but there is so many things, good things about Dagestan.
I have to ask Khabib, when you give a round of applause, guys. When you were in Dagestan with your family, you were a great fighter. Were you a great student also? Were you good to your teachers? Did you listen? I'm sure the students here would love to learn what was your process of studying and learning, and also what was the schedule? Gym, parents, masjid, right? What was that? What Dagestan style?
If I talk about myself, all my life, I have like military discipline. Like military discipline. Morning you wake up, go gym, come back. You go school, come back. You do homework. After night you go gym, come back, sleep, eat, repeat. It was like this all my life, you know, because my father was very strict and disciplined person, and there is no time for do something, you know. But anyways, I always find out time, you know. But it was very difficult to go right and left. Always controlled by my father, and I'm very appreciated for him about this, because maybe when I was 15, I don't understand him. But when I become a little bit older, when I become father, I understand him more. And right now I understand how much time, how much energy, how much knowledge, so many things he sacrificed and he invested to me, to all my brothers, and it was a very, very beautiful time. But when I was teenager, maybe I don't understand this. And here is, I think, so many young guys, sometimes they don't understand, they think they are smartest humans in the world, but there is nothing better than to listen parents. There is nothing better than this.
Transitioning to our next round, if our AV producer can put
This question, honestly, we know Khabib, and they come from a very simple background. How do you manage being from Dagestan, from a very simple background? I see your videos, your structure there. You guys have a gym there, beautiful, beautiful country. But then you go to Abu Dhabi, then you go to Singapore, then you come to downtown Chicago, all the limelight, all the luxury, all the fancy hotels, fancy hospitality. How do you balance that fame with the simplicity of life in Dagestan and transitioning back and forth, going there, then coming in and going back? Does that affect you? And how can we save ourselves from being affected by all this glitter and glamour?
Very good question.
give Sheikh Abdullah a round of applause.
You surprised me. Wow. Finally. I think it's a very good question. Sometimes, you know, I can be in Chicago downtown tomorrow night, maybe after tomorrow because it's long flight. I can be in my village, in mountain, sleeping in my house on roof, you know, it's like without electricity. But it's a good question. It's honestly, it's nothing hard. When you have this, like, how to say, when you follow all this beauty, all these luxury things, when you have inside your heart, it's very hard. But if you have this in your hand, when you want, you can use. When you don't want, you can leave. It's very easy, but it's very dangerous when everything is go to your heart and it's affect you. And you have to fight with yourself. It will be difficult fight, you know. But if you don't put this in your heart, it will be easy, you know. Like other days, like you offer me private jet, New York, Chicago.
Guys, he's exposing me now.
Can I share this? and he said, this guy is real American. He said, there is plane, but there is only 4 seats. But I'm coming with 7 people. And he say, other guys can go regular fights. You come. I'm like, what I'm gonna tell them? 4 guys I choose. What other guys? No, we everybody go together. It's okay. I don't need this.
Give it a round of applause, guys. Come on.
Oh, he's like, no, it's very nice. Doesn't matter. I don't care. Flight like as long as if nobody bother me, I can fly from here too. You know. Like this guy, he tried to surprise me. Oh, we're gonna give you private jet for this, like for these kind of things. And like you people, it's very dangerous people. Yeah. Like you people, if not around, I'm relaxed. Like you people wanna send me private jet, this, that, like golden watch, all this stuff.
Golden watch.
Yeah, and if long as I stay away like these people, I'm good.
From me?
No, I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking like you people. Simple.
Give it a round of applause, guys. There's one part of the answer, the answer was unbelievable. There's one part of the answer I want the youth to hear, I want to hear. How do you carry that balance? What do you do when you go back? Like you said, keep it out of your heart. How do you keep that dunya out of your heart? It's difficult. You know, it's difficult.
Allah is getting a lot of dunya nowadays. He's trying to figure out how to keep it out of his heart.
You want real advice?
Yeah,
You just want to listen and follow, or you just want to listen? This is.
I want to listen.
You know, there is. I think there is an ayat about don't ask something if you're not gonna follow. I think there is ayat, right? It's better don't ask something. Be careful, check.
لا تسألون أشياء تبدو لكم تسؤ.
Like if you don't wanna follow,
You're right, but I want to follow.
you're gonna follow. Okay.
Можно играть в футбол?
And what you said?
Футбол поиграть со мной. Футбол.
Football with you?
Да.
Well, let me finish conversation. You know English? How is your English?
I know English very good.
Okay, brother, let me finish.
He's showing off his.
This is your stand. I don't know him, but I feel you guys have some connection. I feel it. Where are you from?
Бороться со мной.
Where are you from?
Don't say you're from Detroit, Michigan. Huh?
Таджикистан.
But why are you living here? In this
Я пришел за 4 года назад.
English.
4 years ago.
But where you live? In Chicago?
Yeah, here.
Yeah, stay here. Don't go to Detroit. It was conversation, right?
Yes.
I think most important things it's worship. When you worship to Allah, when you put your face down and every day 5 times you pray to Allah, this is make you humble. This is make you humble. This is bring you a little bit down, you know. It's a salah, you know. Only salah can hold you, bring you down, because every day we face with ourselves. We fight with ourselves, you know. Every day we fight with ourselves. Every day and night, doesn't matter. 24 hours, non-stop. This is most difficult fight. Not with your opponent, with yourself first. Because to beat your opponent, you have to beat yourself. If you don't beat it, you're gonna lose. First you lose to yourself, after you lose to your opponent. Same thing everywhere, doesn't matter, you know. For these kind of things, fight with yourself. If you fight, you can win. Without worship, without salah, how you can beat yourself? It's impossible. You know, there is so many things we don't even know. Allah don't give us this knowledge. He explained in so many different ways why we need salah, but there is so many things we don't even know how important it's salah. You know, and that's why it's like if you wanna humble yourself, control yourself, you have to pray first. And pray teach you to be disciplined, because you have to clean yourself, you have to make wudu, you have to pray on time. Doesn't matter where you work, you fly, you have important job, you have meeting with president, doesn't matter when time comes, you have to pray. And this is discipline yourself. And when you discipline yourself 5 times in every day, you can control yourself. If you cannot even pray, how are you going to fight with yourself? It's impossible.
That was an unbelievable answer, guys. I just want a loud round of applause for that one, guys. One more time.
Inshallah, since you spoke about your father earlier, please watch this beautiful video that we have presented for you for round 2 for your parents.
And friends, respect your parents and be your parents very close. This is very important. Parents, everything, you know, your mother, your father. And that's it. And everything in your life is gonna be good.
My father, not only my coach, this guy, my father, you know. You guys did, like, don't understand how I love my father. Let's talk about my father. I like this. We have a question about my father.
I want to start off by saying, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give your father the highest levels of Jannah. And everyone who's lost a parent, may Allah give them firdaus. Anyone that's lost a brother or sister, a wife or a husband or a loved one, may Allah give them the highest levels in firdaus. We witnessed our Khabib lose his father in COVID. The whole world was frozen in COVID. And we're watching you very close. Throughout your career, did you always express how much you love your father when you met him, when you met people? Were you open about that father relationship, or was it personal?
Sorry about that.
Did you always talk about your father in respect, in public? Or we heard more about your father after he passed away. We learned about him after. But throughout your career, were you always in respect, relationship? What was the relationship with your father throughout your career?
Yes, of course, it was very, very close relationship. Very close because, for example, if my brother, he was only father, for me he was father and coach. And we was travel together, we was making training camps together, we was going to competition together. Everywhere was extremely close. And what interesting, like when I beginning traveling, fighting, my amateur career, professional career, it was 17, 18, 19, when I was traveling around the world. I realized, before that I didn't know, but after I realized there is a very big problem around the world, problem between parents and kids. I don't even imagine this. It can be. When I begin travel, like in different countries, and different, when I beginning like seeing different peoples, I realized there is a very big problem between kids.
I thought there was no problem before, because in Dagestan, there's no such thing as disrespect.
No, there in Dagestan too, like they have some, but we have very strong family institute. Like for example, in my village, my people where I grew up, like when father come, we don't sit, we never sit with fathers. When he come, he sit, we stand. You cannot come and even sit without permission. You have to ask him, come. And it's very, very, very beautiful relationship with the parents and kids, and with father and son, it's a very special relationship. Like even, like when you have your son, you cannot even play with him, kiss him, talk with him like with your son when your father here. You have to be like a little bit like softer, But when your mother around you, okay, you can play, you can talk, you can do whatever you want. But when father around, you have to be like softer. It's, I think it's something you guys will never understand. I I think. I can talk about this all night, but our relationship with parents and with father is like very strong relationship. You know, there is no freedom speech between parents and kids in US.
Well, guys.
What do you mean by that? There's no freedom of speech. In America, we have freedom of speech. What do you mean by that?
Kids say whatever they want to their parents, but we don't have that situation here.
How somebody 10 years old, he can teach somebody who's 4 years old? There is no freedom of speech. It's not even fair. It's like, okay, you can talk with other people, but when parents come, it's different. You know, we talk about parents. We don't talk about general freedom of speech. We talk about parents, and you know, and even in Islam, even when you make dawah for people, with father you cannot make with other people. Its father is different. I don't know, like I forget about hadith, maybe you will remind me. Father is not like others. You know, there is so many things, hadiths and ayats about father and son, like Ibrahim alayhi salam, his father. There is, I think, Luqman with his son. Like there is so many things come between father and son, because mother, they can serve their kids, but real education, because mother is woman, it's very hard to give him right education to son, to he become real man. He need father. Of course, there is so many people, they raise without father too, you know, but I was lucky, I was very lucky to have like this father with me all my life, to teach me and to, you know, he shared with me all his knowledge. I take from him so many things, and for these kind of things, I was super lucky, you know.
Good round of applause, guys. Come on, guys.
And wallahi, the most important thing in our life is to make our father proud. And we always compete to make him proud. And you had so many different accomplishments in your life. You know, you as a child and as a UFC fighter and even afterwards. What do you think in your life, which achievement in your life made your father the proudest? What thing in your life made him the proudest?
Make him proudest, like in what moment, it's very hard. We have to ask him. It's impossible. But I was like, when I talk about my career, when I was fighting against Dagestan between Dagestan fight and my last fight before UFC, it was 2011 October I fight, and after that, when I was fighting 2019 September, it was 8 years. He was not cornering me because of he don't have US visa and he cannot travel. And it was 8 years. Last time he was with me cornering 2011 and 19. He came back. And it was very big difference, you know, 8 years. From young Khabib to Khabib who just fight biggest fight in MMA history. And after this fight, I fight versus Poirier, and how big difference he saw. And I remember right before Bruce Buffer, he was announced us inside the cage, and I saw he was very nervous. Well, I can feel it, you know, I can feel it. I tell him, relax. I'm gonna take care of this guy. And it's like I say, focus on the fight. And after fight finish, everything finish, he comes like, I tell him, how you feel? It's not sensitive, but like it was, for me, it was a very proud moment because on this sport, I was because of him. Because I want to make him happy, I want to make him proud, I want to make him surprised. Everything what I was doing, I always try to find his smile, and that's why I was in this sport, because I want to become the best fighter in the world and to show him and to prove him. You know, he's coaching all other guys, and from all other guys, I want to show him I can be the best his student, you know. And for this kind of things, I was very proud of after that night, you know.
Habib, but during that fight, I saw your father's face when Justin Poirier put you in the guillotine. And you know, you were in it, and I saw him, his face, he looked a little nervous. Was he nervous? Why did, and I think you even said, I gave him my neck. You know your father's watching. Old man, why did you put him through so much pressure and make him so nervous?
Yeah, we talk about this. He said he was nervous. But you know, it's impossible to make me tap in front of my father. And of course, I was controlling this situation, but still, it was dangerous. It was a dangerous situation. And of course, I think, because before coach, his father, is my father, his son fighting. I can imagine my son fighting in front of me, somebody almost choke him. It's like, it's very hard to even imagine, you know. But he handled good, you know, he handled this good way.
Give him a round of applause, guys. Come on, guys. Habib, you said, when my father is with me, I feel him behind me like a lion. I feel like a lion. I have a lion. What does that mean that you feel that you have a lion behind you when your father's with you?
I mean, lion behind me. Do you ever go zoo? You ever go zoo? Michigan, they have zoo?
Yeah.
No, I talk about Detroit, they have zoo.
Lions are always sleeping there. There is
But you know, like, can you imagine you go to zoo and you stay with lion? And can you imagine he's your friend, he's your father, he's with you, and you walk around, you go to the fight, and he's calling you. Same thing.
Guys, give a round of applause, guys. Do you remember the last conversation you had with your father? What was the last conversation you had? I'm sure you remember. Can you please share something with us?
I'm not sure about the last conversation, but all our conversation was about the future always. What we can do, about projects, about plan, about the guys, about team. All about to invest people, all about to support people. Always. My father, he was never was very big businessman or something like this. But he was always investing with his knowledge, with his energy, with his everything what he had. He always was investing to people, to help people. It was his life goal, you know.
Habib, about this,
Round of applause, guys.
you know, I see Uthman, Islam, when this, and all of his students and our friends, you know, they all have their own parents, but when they speak about your father, it's as if he was their father as well. So you can see that he wasn't just investing in you. He had a special relationship with all these brothers. So, as a father, you care for your son, how can you also invest in other people in the community like your father did? Not just care about your own children, but he cared for all of them, and mashallah, you see that they all love him, and they're sadaqah jariyah for him. So as a father, Sheikh Abdullah is a father, I'm a father, I care about only my kids. Sometimes we get so concentrated on our own kids that we forget that there's also other kids that we should help as well. Because you were saying, you know, your conversations were always about other people. So please give us some advice as parents on how we should do that.
Honestly, it's very hard things, to be honest. You know, it's following what he was doing, it will be very hard to repeat. But I tried to help my brothers, to be with them, to make them champions. Not only good fighters, just good human beings, you know. Because there is so many champions around the world in so many other sports. But you have to inspire people. Not only become champion. People, when they look at you, they have to have this energy to become better person, you know. And when I talk about like legacy, I mean like legacy is when you inspire people. If you inspire people, this is legacy. At least you leave legacy behind you. At least even if you can change 30 people, 20 people, 100 people, doesn't matter. How many people was around Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam? How many people? Not many, not millions, not hundred thousands. Of course, it was so many Muslims, but who was around? 100, 200, 300, not millions now. So how many people we know? They have millions followers. But what do you do with these followers? What you give them? You just make money for yourself because of them, or you inspire them? This is very big difference. You know? And, even if you alone, if you even change one person, it's better for you. It's good for you. You know, even if you can do this, changing one person. And for these kind of things, it's very important to inspire people, not just try to be good example for them. No, just live good life, and people will see and they will follow you. You know, and I hope I answered the question.
You know, Habib, people always talk about your father, and there's mothers sitting here as well too, and I know that you're private about your mother, but mothers are the first madrasa for their children, and I know that we all know that you left fighting because of your mother. So what role did your mother play in your life that made you the champ that you're sitting here today? People don't usually hear about your mother. If you can shine some light on how your mother raised you.
To say his mother, it's only one and only. She never scolded me, first of all, and she was always on father's side, not on my side. Like sometimes you wish somebody in the house gonna support you, you know. When you're 14, 15, you think you're smartest person in the world, and you try to find support against some disciplined things, you know. Like you understand that. Not good guy. And but she was always the father's side. She said like she told me one thing, but end of the day, they together. You understand what I mean?
They're like a team, you can't go against them.
Yeah, it's a very strong team. And yeah, like everybody else, very simple. You know, woman, she was always working in home, raised us, and give us good education, you know. But she was always father team.
Guys, give a round of applause, guys. Come on, Habib.
Why I say father team? Because there is so many things mother tried to cover, you know, from father. Is that so many things, you know, and it has to be one capital in the house. It has to be one capital. Two capital doesn't work. It has to be one capital, one ruler, and everybody have to follow this, you know. It's two imam, doesn't work.
Sheikh Abdullah's house is very clear. His life is a winner.
I don't want to talk about this, now you're making this. Like,
I'm the captain in my house, I know that.
I wish.
I didn't say when I'm the captain. I am the captain of my house when it's empty.
This is true.
Habib, I heard
No, 1 second, Steve. Your mother made you retire. Your mother. I mean, when people have just small decisions in life to make, and their mother tells them, don't do this, they struggle with that. Small decisions, like do this, go this, come home. I have to go to my friend's house. I gotta go there. Mom's saying do this. How can a person, an adult, you're not 14 years old, the champion of the world, defended the belt, UFC belt multiple times, there is another opportunity in front of you. How can a mother raise you in such a way? How did she raise you in such a way that you could drop your gloves and retire just on the command of your mother? Millions of dollars you just reject. Give up a career. You love fighting. You love showing the pride of Dagestan, the legacy of your father. How did your mother, it's not just you, I know you're a good son, but how did your mother raise you to become that son and give up everything?
It was not only mother, it was all situation what happened. You know, everything come together. And yeah, sometimes I saw like a lot of rumors why I retired because of that, because of this. And I think if my father still alive, he will make me fight a little bit longer. Like, because just turned 32 and I'm finished. But he passed away, rahimahullah, and it was a very honest and good conversation with mother, you know. And it's hard to explain, you know. Everything happened so fast, you know. Everything was happening so fast. Even when father passed away, it was, I don't even have time to think what I have to do. Like, because they make interim title, just engage, just beat Tony Ferguson. Father passed away, and UFC told me, we're gonna give you 1 month off. After 1 month, come back to us. What you gonna do? And it was a very difficult situation. From one side, it was all world waiting for this fight, and other side, I have this deal. What happened with me, with father and mother, and other side, and I choose what mother wish.
Guys, round of applause, guys. When people lose something in life, something small, relationship, marriage breaks, family member dies, it's hard for them to get back up. It's hard for you or anyone or myself, I lost my brother, to go back as a teacher, to go back as a sheikh into my community. It's not easy. How can a person, after losing his best friend, his father, his coach, get back up in 1 month later, train to fight, to defend the UFC title once again? How did you do that?
I don't know. It was not easy, to be honest. It was not easy. It was very, very difficult time, but I survived. It like father told me one time. You know how people make diamonds? It's under very high pressure. You know, you need very, very high pressure to make diamonds. And it was very high pressure. It was very deep pressure. But it is what it is. I think I did not bad.
You did great, guys. Give a round of applause, guys.
Come on. We're all inspired by Khabib and the youngsters who are here. You guys love him, that's why you're here. So take inspiration from him in the octagon, but most importantly, take inspiration from outside the octagon, which is how he respects his parents, and he just spoke about his father and mother. And many of us, we struggle with honoring our mother and honoring our father, and listening to them. Today we have our mother smile in front of us, so tomorrow we might not have it. So appreciate it. Make her smile, make her father smile. We don't look up to these athletes just because of what they've done inside the octagon, but as he's sitting here talking to you all, may Allah give our parents a long life, say Ameen. And may Allah make us among those who make them proud of us, say Ameen. And inshallah, we will make them proud of this world, and inshallah, we will be with them in Jannah. Inshallah, we'll go to round 3 now, which is your UFC career. A few questions about that, if you don't mind, and you can watch our beautiful video we're about to play for you.
Guys, you better hear your noise, guys. Make some noise. Make some noise. Let's go to the video. If they don't have the video ready, we go into the
Maybe this guy who have to put this is sleeping. Check it. Just push play. Everything about discipline. Everything about discipline, and every day, like, you know, train, sleep, eat, repeat. They have to become your lifestyle, and everything here is mental. Like, people ask me, like, when you become champion, what you feel like, and I said, no, in my mind, I was always champion.
Still, Khabib, the Eagle, Nurmagomedov!
Khabib, you know, one time you said, when someone asked you a question, you said, I can fight Eddie Alvarez, Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor, same night, main event, co-main event, backstage, backyard, anywhere. Now, were you serious about that?
Yes, can you imagine? I was, because this is my world. I was doing this all my life.
Where did you get this confidence from?
I think some people, they born with this. Some people, they get it in their life. They train every day, morning and night, you know, they become confident. Like, I think everything is together, you know. Like, people around you, your coaches, sparring partners, the way how you grew up, place where you grew up, like everything, like together they can give you this kind of mentality and confidence. And it's not easy to have this. If you train 1 day, 2 days, 1 year, it has to be your lifestyle. And I think it's come from the way how I grew up.
Habib, is this, when it comes to anything in life, especially in this fighting career, do you think it's more hard work or it's natural talent? Or is it a little bit of both?
Sometimes, like, somebody, when he has natural talent, he's not appreciating this, you know. Most of the people, talent people I met, they are lazy people. They are lazy, you know. Allah give them this talent, and they think it's enough for them. But if you put on talent plus hard work, it's very, very dangerous mix. When you're talent and you're such a hard worker, it can put you on top of this game, you know.
This is Sheikh Abdullah talented or a hard worker?
Say the truth. Look at my eyes and tell me how talented I am, baby.
It's not bad. I don't think his level is like high level.
He's not.
There is big difference between, even like with champions, there is fighters, there is champions too, but there is elite fighters. There is 3 levels. The way how I see, fighter, champion, there is elite. I think he's close to be champion, but to be elite, no.
Well, you guys, don't clap, guys. They're not funny. Give them a round of applause, guys. What do you think I should do to be?
How many times I beat you in your world? How many times? You know this. This is between us. I'm never gonna talk about this, but you know this.
Guys,
How many times I catch you?
give him a round of applause. That's true. I'll tell you what he's talking about. Every time we talk about UFC, or I would dare ever get in the octagon with him, I'm a shit. So when we talk about Seelah, he's telling me how many times he smashed me in my own field. Right? But the truth is, it only happened once in 100 questions. You know, tell him.
It was not once. Every day, one time, I catch you. Every single day.
No, but Habib, Sheikh Abdullah, elite level zero. He knows.
It's okay. Everybody make mistake. You're gonna be okay. It's okay. We, like brothers, we forgive each other.
Guys, you guys, give a round of applause, guys. Come on.
You never lost a fight, but did you, before any fight, did you ever fear losing? Because people, before they do anything in life, there's always that fear of not accomplishing something. Did you ever fear that maybe before you fight, maybe you're gonna lose? Did you ever fear that, or you never fear that in your life?
Like, like when I was always going to the cage, when you come to locker room before they fight, it's always can come to your mind. Anything can happen, this is very tough sport. Knee, kick, elbow, anything can happen to fighters, nobody's safe. But in my mind always was like, if this guy don't catch me, he have only one chance. He can catch me with some crazy punch, accidentally kick or something like this. But if not, I'm gonna keep coming all night because I was always ready. I was always in good condition. My stamina was very good, my confidence, my wrestling, my pressure. It was always there. And in my mind, okay, one time he stopped me, second time he can stop my takedown or something. My pressure was always there. I was 100% confident. If this guy don't give me accidentally punch or kick, I'm gonna drown him, It will be long night for him. Always.
Round of applause, guys.
And one more thing, like if there is athletes or sportsmen, like sometimes fear can drive you. Like, when you don't want to lose, when you don't want to look bad, when you want to look good and fight, you want to be on good shape. Because if you're not going to be in good shape, this guy going to beat you. There's so many things. Fear is not bad things. Allah give us this feeling. But if you can deal with this, if you can handle this fear, pressure, everything, then you can become champion, It's very important to handle this, because not only when you go to the cage you can feel fear. There is so many different things in this world. When you do something, you feel fear. But you have to handle this, You have to prepare yourself, you have to teach yourself. And every day we handle it. Like we face with this fear, and this feeling Allah give us. Okay, let's deal with this, and this is all about our life, the way how we can deal with our feelings, not only fear. There is so many things. Like I mentioned before, we fight with ourselves every single day,
Round of applause, guys, for Khabib. I have a very important question. All the questions Mufti Abdurrahman asked are important. But as a Muslim, a lot of people put their trust in their talent, in their exercise, in their workout, in their preparing for any field. You do your best. Meetings, doctors, engineers, students. But where do you balance the trust with Allah? How do you balance your tawakkul? You go in and then you leave. How much of it is just put the trust in Allah? I do my part. And sometimes people don't do nothing and just Allah's going to take care of it. What is the rule of your life? The work and then the tawakkul.
Like, for these kind of things, you ask me from Islam way, this question. But some people who don't understand this, they ask, what is your ritual? You understand?
What?
Like ritual.
Ritual.
Yeah, rituals. But they don't understand one thing. Like before you make tawakkul to Allah, you need connection. At least you have to know who is Allah. Why we have to make tawakkul to Him? We have to know Him. Most of the people, when I say most of the people, I mean like billions of people, not millions, billions of people. They don't have connection with Allah, who created them, doesn't matter, car, phones, or when something happens with phones, where you go? You go to people who know how to who create this. They know all about phones, or something happened with car. You have to go back to service, fix this. Same thing, like inside us, we always need connection with Allah, because of not, like if I talk about myself, I'm fighting, right? And I need this tawakkul, I need this trust. because of, not because of training or because of something we win. If Allah wants, He can give you. If not, you will not win. Doesn't matter how hard you train. You know, for this, not for only being fighters or being champion in other sports or something. We need every day, we have to find connection with Allah, because He created us and He knows better than we know ourselves. Allah knows better us, you know. And that's why it's very important to know Allah. When you know Him, it's tawakkul and trust become very easy, you know. And all my life, like since when I was a child, you know, all my life I try to connect with Allah. I try to know Him, I try to learn, and today I'm 37. I keep doing this. You know, every day I learn something new, every single day, and it's never gonna be finished. All our life we have to learn, and we have to fight with ourselves and keep learning till we die, till we will die. You know, it will be never finished. When we die, afterwards. But why this life all about fight with ourselves.
Round of applause, guys. I want to move the conversation towards trash talking. You are, guys, how good of a trash talker is Khabib, guys? Come on. Oh my God. Guys.
Wow, you have your supporters here. Wow. I'm very surprised. I call it real talk. Not trash talk, real talk.
Guys, give a round of applause, guys. I want to ask you, in life, we also feel, but you see it all the time, people talking trash about people. In comments, in media, how do you deal with the criticism, the negative press, negativity? How do you enter it? You saw that in the Conor fight. He was talking about trash about family, religion. What advice do you have to people who talk trash to you?
But this is very, very interesting question, because
Is that a good question?
it's a good question. Not bad. And everybody faced with trash talk every single day, with your neighbors, with your friends, with your brother, with your wife.
I don't know what
Like everybody, but there is question how you can deal with this.
Yes.
It's best things to ignore this. Don't let these bad words go to your ear inside and play with your mind. Don't let this, okay? If you know yourself, leave them alone. It's better. Ignoring kill people. This is most
Round of applause, guys.
it's most difficult things. Even our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu, he teach us how to deal with their wives. Don't beat them, no. Ignore them. It's very good. It's very good, He never beat nobody. He never touched his wives. But when something happened, first of all he makes sense, second, he ignored them.
Smile.
He smiled. But when he smiled, it was very dangerous. They know this, And it's best things. Doesn't matter, If somebody talk bad about you, just ignore him. That's it. Do not go down and begin conversation with him. Just be higher than him. And that's it. When this guy was talking, I'm like, okay, you talk, who cares? We're gonna fight. Cage gonna close, and what you gonna do? Talk? In cage, I talk. You understand?
What did you mean? This is Chicago. These people love you. What did you mean at the press conference when you said, Alhamdulillah, I'm gonna smash your boy? Even your trash talk, which is real talk that you said, was Alhamdulillah, I'm gonna smash your boy. Why did you say that?
I think No, I say, Alhamdulillah, I know you guys don't like this. I mean, because they either don't like this, because these words, this kind of, you remember when Nuh alayhi salam was with them, they closed their, like same thing, they don't like to hear these words. And when I was talking about this, I mean this one. I know you guys don't like this, because it was biggest stage in the world in that day. That day, billions of people was watching. And I use this stage to send this message. Because sometimes, like for example, some sheikhs, they can have so much knowledge. They study maybe 30 years. They have very good experience. They know how to talk with people. And they know how to send a message right. But they don't have stage. They don't have people, they are not famous. You know, most of them like very deep scholars. They like to be quiet, you know, they don't talk too much, you know. But, and I realized this is biggest stage. All presidents, all rich people, all fans of all sports, doesn't matter. Like so many people was watching. And I use this stage to send this message. Even this press conference, I use this, like, I'm like, I know when I go there, this guy gonna talk a lot of trash. And I'm like, what I have to do? Like a Muslim, what I have to do? I ask myself, to give him back? And I'm like, what is right things? Okay, ignore him. Make him feel like a woman.
No, we don't ignore women here. We love our guys.
No. When they, because sometimes, like, when they don't write, just ignore a little bit. Not to bloodline, not like years and years. Like, they have to feel it.
Guys, round of applause, guys. While you were punching him, you were telling him in the corner against the cage, let's talk now. Let's talk now. What were you saying? Why?
You know what? One thing is very, very beautiful on this world. When you don't like somebody, you go inside the cage, you smash him and they give you money. Outside of cage, if you do this, you go jail. I was waiting this moment so long. And finally, I cannot only fight, I can talk to. Like, I use this moment and like enjoy. Like the way how you go to Maldives, like this. Enjoy it, send him. It was my vacation.
Oh my God. Give a round of applause, guys. Khabib, once we packed up, the vacation's supposed to finish, but then you jumped over the cage, you continued the vacation. Why? Take the money, go home. Why did you jump over the cage?
You know, sometimes like when some people have like court, when they're doing something in like, I don't know how to say in English, like when he was affected by something, they check you, right? When he was, how to say, too crazy.
Psychological test.
Yes. You understand?
Yes. My wife does that to me all the time.
And why you mention this? Why you mention? It's hard to accept when, you know, there's a lot of kids, you know.
It's okay, it's good, you need to learn.
Like,
We're doing Dagestan.
it was very emotional moment, you know. It was very emotional. It was very emotional moment, I don't think it was good things, good example, but it's happened.
You think it was necessary?
Can you translate this word? What do you mean
Do you
necessary?
think it had to be done? You had to make a point. Like, you were not done beating him up. You want to do something extra.
Brother, sometimes we never know how we're gonna act if something happened. You can sit, watch, eating popcorn, and you can judge people, oh, this guy bad, this guy not bad. But when you're gonna be on this place in that time and day to day, you never know how you're gonna act. People ask me, do you regret? It's how I'm gonna answer this question. It's, I was planning to go to the fight. In my mind it was like I'm going to the war. But I never know what's gonna happen. You know how it's gonna finish, what's gonna happen. Like nobody knows the future, and you know it is what it is. It's happened.
Give him a round of applause for that. Inshallah, you completed your fighting career, and then you transitioned into coaching, and mashallah, we see your passion, and we see that there's a different Khabib now, cage side. Everyone loves watching the cage side videos of your facial expressions and what you're doing. So we're gonna watch that video right now of your coaching career. Round four, inshallah.
How do you like coaching? Do you like it? No. Stressful? I don't like it. I like it.
I mean, why are you so intense for it?
Honestly, most difficult part, because all my life I was inside the cage and fighting, but now I'm sitting outside and talking. This one I don't like. Because it's very hard to control what like brothers doing, you know. You can give advice, you know. Can you imagine somebody you love and you go fight, then you cannot help him. It's like same thing. It's not easy. You know, sometimes like Usman fight, last fight, after his fight, 3 days I was coming back in normal emotional position. You know, it's not easy. And you know, Umar fight, Usman fight, Islam, it's always very, very emotional. You know, sometimes fight week squeeze you, you know, because I know what they're doing. I know how hard is fight week, fighters feel. And it's not only they nervous, I'm nervous too. You know, it's not easy to be there and cornering and to feel it. It's not easy.
Khabib, may Allah protect you.
Round of applause, guys.
But honestly, I love Uthman and I love all these brothers. You do dhulm on these guys. I see you in the training camp, in the gym, and you say, if you want to cry, go home to your mom. Just leave. And the way you talk to them is very, very rough. Just take it easy on them. Why you doing so much dhulm on these guys?
Because when they go to the cage, I wanna sit like everybody else and don't be nervous. Because if I squeeze them in training, they're gonna look good inside the cage. And on the mats, everybody is for me same. Doesn't matter you're Usman, Imam Shafi, Islam doesn't matter. Everybody work hard. There is, like I told before, there is no freedom of speech at all.
Even on the mats.
Even on the mat, there is no freedom of speech. If I come to the training, no freedom of speech. Or you have to leave. You know, you want or you don't want, nobody asks you. Nobody cares about your opinion. You know, it's like gym. When training, everybody follow. Everybody follow one imam. You understand?
Imam Khabib.
Not like two guys, two captain. No, it doesn't work like this. It has to be one imam and everybody follow him.
But you can't just become forcefully their Imam.
Maybe sometimes I'm like too much, maybe, but who cares? Sometimes.
There's a video that just came out. I think it was in New Jersey or Abu Dhabi, training New Jersey, where someone made a noise, like something like that, and you're like, who's that? Get out of here! What's that?
Brother, you come to one of the toughest places in the world. There is so many champions, so you cannot make these kind of things. You understand what I mean? Like brother, it's like you're prepared to be the best in the world. There is no place for us. There is no place. Go home. Drink coffee, stay with your mom, everything will be fine, you know. You understand what I mean? Like very simple things. It's nothing hard, just don't come. Nobody gonna come to your house and ask you, can you come and join with my training? Nobody can. I come, everybody show up. If you show up, stay on the line, be on time, train, and do what everybody else do. Other things, if you don't like something, leave.
Guys, give him a round of applause, guys. There are so many people who are not fighters. Most of this crowd are not fighters. They also are being trained by someone. And like you find kids, they start complaining when the parents start to make them do work. Wake up early, do this. What is the wisdom of making your children, your friends, who you love, work hard, study hard, train hard? What is the wisdom of this? And you know this because the coach. As a coach now, what is the advice you give? How much you should put? Why is it important to push young people? People are becoming lazy now.
Advice for parents or kids?
Kids.
For kids. For kids, they have to understand this is not zulm. This is investment. Parents, they invest you. You know, they want to invest you. They want you become better than they are. You know, better than their parents. Because we love our kids, you know. But like I told, like when you're 15, 14, 16, a little bit empty, you know. There is almost nothing inside. And that's why it's very, very important to listen to your parents. If they don't tell you to make things, other things, you have to listen 100%, you know? But no parent's gonna tell you to do some crazy stuff, you know?
Kids start coming. Round of applause, guys. Round of applause. These kids are sitting here. My sons are sitting here. His sons are sitting here. My daughter and your daughters are here. When it comes to homework, kids want to play video games. They say you're taking away. Same question he asked you. You feel like you're being zulm on your children. That's what they say. Oh, you're being strict. You're being strict. We're not enjoying life. Why is that important for our children who are listening to understand that concept?
It's like even video games, it can be motivation for them. Okay, if you wanna play, you have to do this. Without this, or you just wanna play an all-day video games and we treat you like this all your life, it doesn't work like this. We have to make them prepare their own life. When they're gonna leave us, like parents, they have to prepare for this world, you know? For these kind of things, sometimes what they want, okay, we know what they want, but give them motivation, you know? Like when I ask my father always, like, okay, like some money or something, he said, do you deserve this? It's a good question. Okay, what I have to do for deserve? Okay, you have to read this, you have to do this, you have to do this, like so many things he gave me, like, okay, if you do these kind of things, I'm gonna give you. For free, I'm not gonna give you nothing. You think this world for you? No. This world for sacrifice, for hard work. You know, test. This world gonna test you. You have to be ready for this. Nothing, nobody gonna give you nothing for free. You know.
Round of applause, guys.
How do you keep someone like Uthman? You know, Uthman, he won belts, he's champion, he has money now. How do you keep him hungry? When he was from Dagestan, he didn't know the capital of America. You saw the video? He didn't know capital of, he didn't know, Umar is asking him questions.
He said, don't talk about
So how do you keep people, you know, you're coming from Dagestan, now people have money, they have belts. How do you keep your students hungry to keep moving?
It's very hard things, brother, you know. With these guys, it's everybody else.
Uthman is saying he doesn't have money.
I don't talk about two things with them. First of all, about money. Second, about love. I don't talk to them about this because this is personal things. You understand what I mean? I never talk about this. Personal life, their money, their business, I don't care. I only push them. They have to be in gym every morning and night. If not, you have to tell me, hey, leave me alone. Like I have one brother, he's my cousin. He was young, like maybe 17, 16, maybe 18. He was training a couple of years in capital city, and he come to me. And of course I was controlling him, you know. And he said, can you leave me alone? I said, why? I don't see myself in big arenas fighting. I don't see myself. I don't have this. I said, this is very honest talk. You never told me. Right now I understand. I'm gonna leave you alone, but for other things I'm gonna control you. Not for gym. You're not gonna live free. Okay? You're 16 years old and you're not a good person. I'm gonna control you. But for fighting career, I understand. You wanna stay here, okay? I'm gonna help you to have a job, but you have to work. You know, you have to marry, you're gonna have family, kids. It was almost 10 years ago conversation. But now you're working like everybody else, you have a job, you have this. But if you wanna be a professional fighter, and I help you, you have to stay disciplined. I'm not gonna leave you alone.
Round of applause, guys. Beautiful answer.
Two questions about your students. Uthman, what's next for Uthman? He just, defended his belt again. Whatever it is, he's back in the octagon.
He's gonna fight right before the Ramadan, February. They're gonna announce his big fight very soon. I don't wanna do this because they always upset me. And I know so many news, like, organization, they're gonna announce him. He's gonna fight February.
Where?
Why you go there? After they send the message, they upset.
Somewhere in Dunya?
No. Is it in America?
In Mars.
No, did we get
Very
it?
soon he's gonna.
Okay, so and how about Amru just he just signed the PFL. Why not UFC?
Like you mentioned, he's one of the best fighters in the world right now, and he's coming. And it's step by step. He was UAE Warriors champion. Right now we signed him to PFL. It's like it's have to be step by step.
And Islam is next week, inshallah. Let's give a round of applause for Islam Makhachev next week, inshallah. Inshallah, he's going to win next week. Is the plan to keep him welterweight or bring him back to lightweight and welterweight and alternate?
Honestly, me personal, I want him staying welterweight because he just turned 34, and it's not easy to be in one weight all his life. Right now he's getting weight. He's preparing for welterweight title. He's looking good. His shape is good. He's ready to go, and we hope he's gonna make a very big history. After this title, after this title, he can become one of the best who ever did this in this sport. He have chance, and we work so hard. We was working for this fight maybe last 5 months, 6 months. It's very, very hard and focused. And we 1 week away from this history. Inshallah, he's gonna make history.
Inshallah, applause, guys. Inshallah, what do you think?
You are the greatest UFC fighters ever. You MMA fighters. What makes Islam such a unique fighter in your eyes? What makes him a champion other than you being the best fighter in the world?
I think he's disciplined, and he really like to compete. Some people they have it or no. It's like he's such a competitor. And these two things drive him because he really like compete, and he's a very disciplined person. I think these two things.
As long as he had things in that fight.
Yeah.
Round of applause, guys. Round of applause.
Inshallah, we're going to go to the last round.
Ask the last question about coaching. How long do you see yourself coaching, and do you see yourself retiring from coaching? I can see the stress. Do you want to coach for a long time, or do you want to give it up?
When these guys finish, I'm gonna finish.
Every month you have a new fighter.
Oh, yes. But Usman, my priority is Usman, Omar, and Islam. And these guys my priority.
Round of applause, guys. Come on.
May Allah make them all successful. Uthman, Islam, Amru, Ghazi, all of the brothers that are fighting, Mawlid. I love all these guys, they're good people. And may Allah make them all successful, make you proud, make you smile. I mean, say Ameen.
Guys, I want to say loud Ameen, may Islam Akashaf win the fight next Saturday, inshallah. Saturday, inshallah, he'll win the fight. Let's say Ameen. Round of applause, guys, for Islam, guys.
We'll have a round 5 video play. We'll ask a few last questions and inshallah we'll conclude the evening.
Do we get to ask questions? One.
Religion teaches this to me, to be a nice person, to be a good man, to be a good family man, like to be a good neighbor, to be a good friend. This is only because of my religion, because of my faith.
Sport is different, but Ramadan for me is number one. Sport, it's okay. UFC, everything. But Ramadan, this is my different. This is different. This is everything. I cannot fight.
When come Ramadan, this is everything for me. I don't think about fight. I have to say Ramadan, because I believe in one life, this is my religion. Religion for me number one. Sport is not for me number one. I love sport, I do this all my life, but religion for me is number one.
Round of applause, guys. So the Habib, all these people here are here not just because you're a UFC champion, but you're a Muslim, UFC proud Muslim that stands up for all the Muslims in the world, represents all the Muslims in the world. Give them a round of applause, guys.
I want to ask, mashallah, we heard so many different times you representing Islam in a beautiful way. I don't think anyone has asked you this question on stage, but I remember once I was sitting with you backstage and I asked about your name, and you said Habib, about this, the name of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And if you don't mind, in front of the stage over here today, tell us, what do you love about the Prophet the most? What quality, what do you love about him so much? Because you're named after him, so tell us something you love about the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Most, whether he was complete human, It's like with akhlaq, with everything, it's very hard to pick one thing. But if I chose one thing, I think, I don't know how to say in English, it's rahmah, I think. Mercy, I think. And when we look at his story, there is so many situations when he can punish his companions, right? Sahabas. And it was so many things when he can do this, but he never did this. When we learn about his story, it's like it's give us so much knowledge to perform yourself in this world. So much knowledge. Even like when it was Uhud battle, for example, when he wanna stay inside the city, they make him go out, and when they go out, they don't listen to him. These people lose their position. When they was losing, they leave him alone. And so many things happen, but he don't punish them. He forgive them, and he was asking their opinions. And even what very, very interesting about this, was some companions who was running away. Nobody knows their name. Nobody knows their name because he covered this. He covered the sins, he covered the minors, mistakes, everything, and he forgive them. And what very, very interesting, Allah say, if you will be with them very tough, they will leave you. Because of you very merciful with them, because of you showing this akhlaq, everything, they are together with you. And these kind of things teach us so many things in this life. And we everybody have around us people, you know, our kids, our family, parents, friends, neighbors, you know, people you know from your job, from your work, you know. So many people, everybody have around them some group. And it's very, very important to be a good person on this group, to give people energy, to give people knowledge, to educate them, you know. Everybody have to do by himself some work, you know. And for these kind of things, if I choose, I will choose, I think, Rahman. It's mercy.
Round of applause, guys.
I have to ask, I mean, you know, people always ask this question because we've never seen the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in our life, and inshallah we will see him on the Day of Judgment. So, I mean, we always plan the day we meet him, the moment we meet him. I'm thinking, you know, you always plan about different things. Do you have something in mind when you finally see the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Are you going to hug him? Are you going to kiss him? Are you going to ask him a question? What are you going to do when you see the Prophet? When you first finally see the Prophet, what are you going to do? I want to know what Habib is going to do when he meets Habibullah.
I don't know, to be honest. It's very hard to imagine, you know. But, like believers, we have to always be confident we're going to meet him. Like believers, we have to be. It has to be in everybody's mind. Everybody have to be very, not just confident, like very, very confident. We will meet with him one day, inshallah.
Inshallah. Round of applause, guys. Inshallah.
It's a good question, honestly. What I'm gonna tell him?
Oh, yeah.
Or ask him? It's a very hard question. It's like, you don't tell me you're gonna ask me this question.
You want to ask Abdullah first, what do you think Abdullah's going to say?
And what you gonna say?
When I see him?
Yes, inshallah.
Inshallah. Wallah, when I see him, I wish the Prophet, you know, corrects me. He sees me.
But this is finished, you're in Jannah.
No, I wish he sees me and he corrects me. He said, why you?
Now you have to be correct. But you're in Jannah, finished.
Wallah,
It's finished.
I just want to hug him, that's it. Nothing else.
I got a better answer. I really want to ask him, Uhud, how he felt when he lost Hamza.
Why are you going to make him cry in Qiyamah?
Yeah, I want to ask him that feeling, you know, like how he stood there and made dua for Hamza 70 times. Everybody else, he made dua for them one time, but he made dua for his uncle 70 times. Why he loved his uncle so much? How did he deal with that pain? That's my question.
But there is so many interesting questions too. Like if you talk about when he was with Halim, you know, angels come,
Yeah.
they cut his chest, they take his heart clean, and they put and they make. How was this surgery? Can you imagine?
Round of applause, guys.
How was the surgery? And he had this scratch, I think, right?
Stitches. Yeah.
In his chest.
In his chest.
It's like, and this is proof. He had surgery, you know. And when Halim saw it, he gave it back, you know. But nobody knows how it is. And there is so many interesting stories. I think a lot of people, they miss this story. They miss Muhammad Sirah. And we, like a human being, we can learn from him so much. You know, because he faced so many things. People, they kick him out, they divorce with his daughters, you know, they kill his companions. Like so many things happen with him, and how how he handled this. He feels so much pressure, you know, and it's very interesting, you know. I don't think somebody ever in history, somebody have experience like he has, you know. And how many kids he put in grave? Six kids. 6 kids he put in grave by himself. 6 kids died. And he never said father. His mother died, his uncle died, his grandfather died, everybody, his companions was killed. Like so many things happened with him. And how we handle this. You know, it's like, and more than, it's very interesting. When he come back to Mecca, like a winner, and he forgive everybody. Everybody who stay home, everybody safe. Nobody touch. And I think this life all about rahmah and love. This is what I think. Like most of the people, they miss this. Everybody very emotional. And right now, this in all world what happening. Like people need this rahmah, this love, good energy, you know, to share with good energy. There is, you watch all news, phones, TV, everything bad, like there is no good positive energy. You know, it's very hard to find this. And we have to share with good knowledge, with good energy. Educate people around you. For these kind of things, you have to first educate yourself, you know, and how you can get education from where? From these people who ever was lived and walked in this earth, from Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Round of applause for the Habib. We have, you know, one of the things that make us, like how you said earlier, you have such a big platform, and one of the things that we've been seeing for the last few years that you're using your platform to shine light on what's happening in Gaza with the brothers and sisters in Gaza. And you know, it makes us so proud, it makes us, you know, feel very happy that our brother who has such a big platform could lose anything at any time, but doesn't care, just posting all the time, talking about it all the time. What message do you have for the people who are sitting here today and your fans, Muslims and non-Muslims, about the situation that took place and is still taking place in Gaza?
You know what's interesting about the Gaza situation? When this happened in the last 2 years, how many killed? Almost 100,000 people killed, right? But Allah used them to promote His religion around the world, you know? And people open their eyes. Most of the people, they understand, you know, what's happening. And there is no more, they cannot cover this news. They cannot cover everything what happened because people... And you know what interesting? In these last 2 years, 400% higher people become Muslim because of Gaza situation.
Round of applause, guys.
And this is official. And this is, you know, of course, they died, they never gonna come back. These 100,000 people and around 300,000 people injured. But we talk about this small group, the way Allah used to make His religion bigger and bigger. But these 400, they're gonna benefit all their life in Hayat, in next life, you know. They will be never be alone. They will be with best people who ever was lived in this world, you know. And we have to be jealous of them, you know. And Gaza things, I think these things open so many people's eyes. Look at, like, for example, Italy, Ireland, Spain, Norway. These people, they like 2 years ago, it was different mindset. Like all Europe even, everywhere is protest. You know, sometimes when I go to Europe, I go to like visit some matches or some events. I saw so many people outside, so many flags, everybody talking about Palestine, you know. And I think Palestinian people, I think they feel last 2 years like all world support them, you know. and this is just beginning.
Allah bless you. It was a great evening.
There is who is from Palestine in this crowd? Make some noise. These are some of the strongest people in the world. And what they've gone through for 77 years. They've gone through so much difficulty, occupation, oppression, and being Muslim, being from Palestine, the heritage of prophets. How proud are you to see the Muslim community, not just the Palestinian community, but the larger Muslim community all across America tonight here with you. What do you feel? How do you feel the brotherhood, and how proud are you to feel that?
You know, my dream, one of my dreams in this life, you know, and I have dream, when they're gonna have their own country, they build beautiful airport, you know,
In Gaza.
in Gaza, can you imagine? And I open there my school, I bring good coaches, because they are very tough people. Open my school there. Habib, yes, bring some good, very good coaches and train them. You know, I believe so many tough athletes can come from there, and they're gonna represent the beautiful country around the world.
Round of applause, guys. The camera is on right now. What message, people from Gaza watch your videos. There are kids here from Gaza, families here from Palestine. What message do you have to the people of Palestine in the West Bank and Gaza? How they have motivated us, and what could you say to them to stay strong?
You know, Allah already sent message to people who struggle with some problem. Doesn't matter when they lose family, when they lose healthy, when they lose like everything what they have. Doesn't matter. Allah already sent message. Fasbir sabran jamila. It's like sabr is the most beautiful things what they can do right now, you know. And I wish them beautiful sabr.
Round of applause, guys.
Inshallah, it's been a beautiful evening. The brothers and sisters that are sitting here all night, we want to thank you for taking your time out and inspiring us with your wisdom and your thoughts. Wallahi, I mean, we want you to continue doing this.
Everybody stay seated. If you guys stay seated, I might get a question off the ground. If you stay seated and you guys just respect Khabib, we might take 1-2 questions off the ground.
So, one last message you have.
If you stay quiet, if anybody makes noise, we're letting it. If you raise your hand, I'll give you the mic. I might.
Okay.
But if you yell, no questions.
One last message you have for this audience before leaving the stage today, inshallah.
I just want to say thank you so much for coming. Thank you. I just want to wish you all the best. And even one person from here, if you benefit from our speech, our event, I will be more than happy. And good luck, guys.
Is there a non-Muslim here? Only non-Muslim. Is there a non-Muslim in this audience? Anyone that's not a Muslim? Right here? Right here? Come here. One of you guys come here. We'll take one question. Just quickly. You have a question? In the wheelchair? Well, give him a round of applause, guys. Here, we'll give him the next one. Yeah, you're good.
I just wanted to ask, what keeps you coming back and doing this every time? What do you personally gain from when you come and you see all these people here that love you and support you? What does it make you feel like inside? Does it make you happy to see everybody is so excited to be here, or what do you get from this personally inside?
Honestly, first of all, I feel very, very big responsibility. You know, when people follow you, when a lot of people know you, it's very big responsibility. You know, I feel it's like to be famous. It's not easy. It's not easy things. First of all, it's very, very big pressure on you, big responsibility, and I have to deal with this. You know, and it's not easy. Of course, when people like you, a lot of people want to see you, it's make you happy, you know. But same time, I feel very big responsibility, and that's it.
Round of applause for the question. Guys, I'm going to ask the Muslim to come onto the stage to make the concluding dua, inshallah. We'll have a concluding dua, such a good gathering. I don't want to take, I don't know how you feel about questions right now. You're good. You're done? Dua time. Bismillah. Guys, give a round of applause for all the questions, all the answers. Beautiful evening. I want to, before we go, can we get a round of applause for Mufti Abdul Rahman for the beautiful calls? Also, where's Mufti Abdul Wahab? Mufti Abdul Wahab here? Sheikh Abdul Wahab put so much work together. Give him a round of applause, guys. MashaAllah. All the volunteers in Chicago, round of applause for the staff volunteers, all the families. We're going to have dua, inshallah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Oh Allah, we thank you for the blessing of this gathering. We thank you for our brother Khabib. We thank you for this gathering of remembrance and inspiration. Ya Allah, we ask you to send your salam and salawat upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Oh Allah, all of us are sinners, so forgive us for our sins. Oh Allah, all of us are turning back to you at this moment, so accept our turning back to you, Ya Allah. Oh Allah, gather us in the gardens of Jannah with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Oh Allah, make easy for us the moments in our grave. Make easy for us the moment that we rise from our grave, and allow us to enter into Jannat al-Na'im together. Wa sallallahu wasallam wa baraka ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Wa akhiru da'wana an alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Thank you.